one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
You call, I answer.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Spiral arrow.
They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. All right, maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Nails the anti-air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a nice read with a cannon spike. Good experiencing burnout. Does a good job of pushing back. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Barely blocks the jumping. Knockdown and they need to rely on their instincts here. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Superb reactions on display. Medium kick hits. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Risky up-close scraps still going. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Jumps in. Reversal. Are they going to be able to come back and clutch anti-air? Oh, reversal. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player one is in a very good spot now. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Turns out, player one can't afford mistakes without that drive through. Reads the jump in perfectly. A jump? Oh, they switch sides. What a read with that anti-air. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
Spiral arrow.
Ooh, no drops hard. This unleashes some big damage. Ooh, what a smart blow. That throw will do some good damage. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. What are they gonna do? Cross-up attack. Vagabond forever elevator. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Any throw will seize the overhead coming. Next to counter. Turning it right up with the super. Bushin round. The final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it. Player two made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Nails the anti-air. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. No good up high. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Big counter. KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Jumps. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Vagabond and sends them flying. Knockdown and Max. Burnout activates. Miraculous grab. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Vagabond bends the meter, hoping for a good return. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the command grab. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Hits with the overhead. From up above. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers can turn Getsu. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Got their eye on the air. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Slides and goes for the leg. Plenty of life left, a full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Changes things up with an overhead. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. From upstairs. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beat. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Tricky hidden variable. Uses the gauge for a super art. Hits them while they're standing. Shifting things into high gear. Both sides getting ready. Jump. Knocks them out of the air. Throws the kitchen sink and throws them from above. They gotta dig down flatline zone. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. They break things off to take a quick breather. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Takes the chance to hurt him. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Spiral arrow!
Jumps in.
Spiral arrow!
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Jump. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 can't use any drive, brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters have a full super meter experiencing burnout. Superb reactions on display. Blocks the impact. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Finds the target. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, stun! Bad news is on the way. Oh, here we go. In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Picks the drive reversal. Taking stock. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Tries to catch them out with the arc step. Misses the drive impact. Oh, easy tag. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? It's too much! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Who's going to start things off? From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Holds out with the block. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? He's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Sets up with the jump in. Goes with the stick, experiencing burnout. Player 1 can't afford this anti-air in the clutch. The jump in is denied. Shuriken bomb. No, this'll break him. Player KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They trade hits, and now? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Reads their mind and texts a throw. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Jumps up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Where's their opening? Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Jumps. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Spreads him out. Time to get tricky. Super clutch corners. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Both fighters. It's a good spot to use the super. Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurt. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use their SH threads in cleanly. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good anti-air. Blocks the jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Parries the attack, and a parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Goes for the throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Nails the anti-air. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Quarter makes it hard to escape. We're experiencing burnout. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it? Okay, oh! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Who's going to start things off? Snares him. Vagabond and sends him flying. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Smart play with the throw. Jumps. Goes to the air. This may be it. Here comes the... Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning something? Are we gonna... Ooh, the drive impact hit for a punish. Vagabond passes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Open crowns him from above. Carries him all the way to the corner, chases him down. Jumps. Player one didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Target combo into... What now? Player two. All the throw connects. Looking for a hold. Oh, here we go. Punish counter sets the table. Noticeable life lead. Burns out. Oh, putting it all on the line. Bushin scramble. Yo, I saw this in Shibuya one night. Player Vision leaches some big damage. No one could have called that. Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Taking stock. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Got their eye on the air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Feeling out the spacing. From up above. If they can't squander this punish counter chance. Burnout activates. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Throws them. What's next? Taking stock. Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round two. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Takes the chance to hurt him. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Time to sit on the lead. Full SA brushes that off and keeps going. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Vagabond and Seth looking to impress with this super. Too far out to make good on the air throw. Both fighters planning something? Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player 2 is not in a good in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Immediate jumping. Fights out of the corner, back to the... Knocked him out of the air. Chases him down. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. Player 2 with the nothing stops this train. What are they gonna do? Drives him back, misses. Arc step. Watch out, sets up with the jump in. A super arc to show them what our THC and fighters can do for you. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Still very early in the round. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Anticipates the overhead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Hits with the overhead. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. That's how you do it. When you've got that super arc gauge, you've just gotta use it. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight!
Spin knuckle. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Had the radar up and running. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 needs to use the cut of the corner here. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Their life is hanging by a thread. The sneaks in the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Sets up with the jump in. The throw is tech. Charges forward. Oh my god, they just jumped it up. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Anti-air in the clutch. Both fighters have a full drive gauge on deck. Reversal. Nothing stops this train. With super arches, the flex burns out. Vagabond forever elevator. Okay, here we go. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 1 is looking at it. There's a burnout. That's gonna leave him rattled. What now? Too far for the throw to connect. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. A lot of pressure building up here. Arc step. Oh my, quick air to air. They didn't take the throw. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player 1 needs to use the cut of the corner here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Definitely shuts out the jumper. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. The jump-in is denied. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Knockdown. Grabs him. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. That's some big juice. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Strike.
The jump-in is denied. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Brushes that off and keeps going. Vagabond and sends them flying. Going in. Great overdrive cannon spike. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Which way are you gonna block? Doesn't miss a beat. Clutch anti-air. Player drive impact misses. Tries to catch him out with the arc stick. Player locks on for the throw. Amazing! Wrecks them. Who's gonna take it? What are you jumping in for? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things off with a jump in. Connects with the throw. Block. Reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Escapes with the reversal. Oh, here we go. Sets up with the jump in. Oh my god, they just chunked it up. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Drives it back, misses. Keeps them out. Arc stick. Amazing. Player 2, ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Reads the jump in perfectly. Medium kick. Here comes the corner pressure. Scrambling here to what a finish. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hits him with a stop and bop. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. What are they thinking here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Not barely connected, but it still counts. Does a good job of pushing back. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Heats it up with a combo into super. Player 1 turned this right around with that super. Takes a trip. Hits them with a stop and bop. They gotta take advantage of this drive differential. Looking to impress with this super. Comes crashing down on them with the boost. Gets them. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. What a reaction to go air to air. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Dashes. Takes a trip. Blocks the impact. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Charges forward. Big throws. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Their spacing is so on. Get out of there with the overdrive boost instant move. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Jumps up. Quick medium poke. Goes out of sight. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to catch him out with the arc stick. Will that drive impact get punished? The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Got you teaching you can't just throw out moves. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Well-timed corner switch. That drive impact is blocked. Had the radar up and running. Grabs him, knockdown. Holds out with the block. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. Vagabond and sends them flying. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. Tries to catch him out with the arch step. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Still very early in the round. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Hits them with a stop and pop. Vagabond and sends them flying. Looking to impress with this super. Going by Romeo Durham with a Bushin Scrim. Knockdown and player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both fighters are low. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this danger. Crowns him from above. Blocks it. Jumps in. Tricky hidden variable. Looking for a chance. Cross-up attack. Player 2 needs to hold out until the throw is denied. What a read. Watch your step. What a read with that anti-air. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.